Is there any way we can find out the policy name?
What you're asking me now has to be addressed to them because I don't know the policy, so I
Right.
can't say. All I'd be telling you, well, I
Right.
guess, or I don't know.
In the city of Philadelphia, it is really hard to do what's on the Constitution. So it's freedom of speech and freedom of press.
At this point, I can't allow you to continue to keep going because Ron O'Seal and the university people that are in charge, they have not given me the green light. So
Okay.
I have to cease and desist right now.
So I don't know if you guys have
All that
policy
stuff-
numbers. He would have. I
All
understand.
that stuff goes to him. I only do
Right.
the enforcement. All that stuff you'd have to
No, I
check with
totally
him.
understand. What I'm asking is for the respect out of it, right? I'm trying to respect what you're asking me to do, right? I'm on your area, and I'm trying to be also counter-respected. And if you could tell me exactly what policy,
What you're asking me now has to be addressed to them because I don't know the policy, so I
Right.
can't say. All I'd be telling you, well, I
Right.
guess, or I don't know.
I know you don't know, but if we could find out, I know he's got to be not the only person to know, but to know for sure 100% that this isn't some gray area that I believe we're in the city of Philadelphia. It is really hard to do what's on the Constitution. So it's freedom of speech and freedom of press. In the city that it was founded, they are not welcoming to press, especially on the first college that started and had a press here. The News of the Arts and the News of UPenn, multiple different press agencies have worked out of this agency and this area for a long time. And right now we're just trying to understand what the policy is. Because as it stands, you can't just have open
I'm going to give you this paper
improvement.
because I need to have phone calls because I'm waiting to hear from somebody. You mind holding that up?
No, not at all, not at all. Hold on.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
And then I'm going to give you my card.
Yeah, that'd be great. So, at this point, I can't allow you to continue to keep going because Ron O'Seal and the university people that are in charge, they have not given me the green light. So
Okay.
I have to cease and desist right now.
So
You have the phone number? Actually, I called
this is not
number.
a valid phone number.
No. This number, I called this number right here. I actually left a
852
8017. This is
Okay.
Ron.
I am
And you can, matter of fact, before you leave, you can call and leave your name
to a voicemail. So
and let him know what you're trying to do and see if you can set him an appointment with him. Because that is the number. I just called that number and it did come up.
is there any way we can find out the policy name, or I don't know if you guys have
All that
policy
stuff-
numbers. He would have. I
All
understand.
that stuff goes to him. I only do
Right.
the enforcement. All that stuff you'd have
No,
to
I
check with
totally
him.
understand. What I'm asking is for the respect out of it, right? I'm trying to respect what you're asking me to do, right? I'm on your area, and I'm trying to be also counter-respected. And if you could tell me exactly what policy, I know you don't know, but if we could find out, I know he's got to be not the only person to know, but to know for sure 100% that this isn't some gray area that I believe we're in, right? As
And like I said, what you're asking me now has to be addressed to them because I don't know the policy, so I
Right.
can't say. All I'd be telling you, well, I
Right.
guess, or I don't know.
But
so
so-
you're asking me for a direct answer?
No, I'm asking, so your job is you understand a policy, you know that it's a written policy, and then you enforce it, right? Law enforcement. So
Right.
if both of us don't know the policy, right? And how can either one of us
Well,
enforce
I know
it
the
if
policy.
neither one of us
I know
know
the
it?
policy here. If you can't produce to me and show me a form showing me you got permission to be on here, you can't be on the walk. 34th and Walnut Street, you're fine.
I understand.
When you get the permission form, you have that on you. You can say, I have clearance. And normally, they, like I
Right.
said, they will send to our department. This film crew has gotten permission to be on the walk at a certain location to do whatever
At
they
a
need to
certain
do.
date and time.
All that stuff, and then it goes
Correct.
through, and we're aware of it. But if that doesn't come through, then I have to come in, ask you guys what you're doing, and I have to give you the information of who you need to get in contact with, so that information goes through seamlessly.
Right.
So somewhere along the line, that information it hasn't gone through seamlessly.
So what I'm saying is there's circumstances where the news and the media come in and cover things, and they definitely don't have permits, right? If something happens here on campus,
I can't answer that one because
No,
I
I
don't know.
understand.
But I do know, like I said, you're talking about the media, bigger media. They have, like everything else, they've been here so much, they know to call or they know who to call.
Yeah,
And
but you don't get instant, like when you had like if somebody was hurt here, or like you guys had a fire in one of the buildings, and then all the news came here, 6, 10, 13, 69, they all came here. None of them are calling nobody. They're showing up. They're parking illegally
Once
a whole
again,
bunch. And then
once again, I can't answer that because I
No,
don't know. I don't know that to be true of what you're asking. Because
I see it every day. I do it. So
once again,
I'm
I'm not.
telling
When the media's here, unless they're in the way, you got to back up. And then they may say, well, they got to be over here. And there's somebody here from the university that says they can be here or there.
Okay.
And then that's where I would come in. If you're beyond where they're saying, then you guys got to back up.
Okay.
So you're asking me something that's more direct that I cannot answer because you have to talk to these guys. But I can tell
Right.
you, while you're here without a permit, you have to be out there.
So then my next question is, what if I don't get a response from these guys?
You have
and
to
what is
call
it?
them.
Just keep calling them?
You gotta
like
call
a
them,
like a
yes.
sorry ex-wife?
You
Just
got to
berate
keep
them?
calling them because they're
Okay.
the ones that send all the permission. But it shouldn't be too difficult because this is
We've been
what
here
they
for
do.
a half an hour, and you, who work with them, aren't able to contact them. So that
Yeah,
does
well,
not
you're
leave
asking
me
me-
any confidence that it would not be difficult to get in contact with these
I'm
people.
sorry.
No,
you
I
know,
don't. You
feel
don't have to
that way.
apologize. I'm
But
just
what
saying
what I'm
my
saying is-
reality.
No, I understand. But the reality is I'm giving you the people that you need to talk to.
I understand.
So that is the reality.
Okay.
The only other part of the reality is you can't do it here because you don't have a permit. So up
Okay.
until this point, right there, 34 for Wall Street on the corner, you're fine.
Okay.
Once you get beyond that, here you have to have a permit. Without the permit, you have to cease and desist.
We will for sure stay at the threshold.
All right. So, like I said, give them a call, see what
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
do, and hopefully it works out for you.
So, what I'm saying is, I think in the years of familiarity, I've been doing this for 6 years. In the years of familiarity, along with your campus, right? I've done this a ton, and it's springtime, so I'm just getting out this season and doing this. Never this long of an issue, and I have also never applied for a permit other than the permission from the city to be press.
Well, like I said, like everything else, what happened yesterday may not be valid today because
Amen.
something comes up and changes things. So I've been doing this for some 30-something years. I didn't have all this equipment I got on now. Policy come up, now you got to have the equipment.
Okay.
So that's just where we're at now. Policy come up, the people that know the policies, give you permission, they're the ones you got to contact. Up until this point, until you can show me that permit, I have to tell you, you can have out here, but you can't be right here.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Sergeant. Stay
Nice
safe.
to meet you.
Yep,
All right,
yep.
guys, take it easy.
I appreciate your patience.
Hey, no, it's nothing money. I understand. Thank you.
Can you write your number?
215.
I don't have a pen. That is,
Yeah, Josefa. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. Hold on. All right.
it's tough.
Yeah, no problem. I'll do it here. No, I can't do it.
That way, if I can't get in contact with them within the next calendar week, I can call you and
That's
remind you this encounter.
All
Hopefully,
I'll
I'll.
be telling you is that I'll get in contact with another supervisor who would be more aware because, like I said, I'm just street level.
No, I
So
appreciate it.
215-898-9441. This number is 24 hours, 7 days a week.
And I'll ask
Rain
for
or
you
shine.
if I need to talk
You
to
can
you.
ask for me or ask for anyone, a supervisor that can help you with the media relations issue because I may not be here.
I hope you appreciate this because you're
Right.
older than me. I believe in the old school way. We have now had an experience. You know the situation that we have dealt with, and I'd rather speak to you and come back and you have that memory than start it with a whole new person who doesn't have a
And I
care
got
in the
you.
world
I got that.
to deal
But
with it.
In a minute, I'll be picking up kids from another universities. I won't be here for a week. So if you're waiting for me to come back,
No, I'm not
I will-
waiting. I'm not waiting
So that's
for
what
you.
I'm saying. If I'm here, I'll be more than happy. We got it.
Okay.
If I'm not here, and like I said, now I have to do a report, and they have us on camera, so I'm not here. This is the guy I spoke with. I'm going to be putting your name and all that stuff in there. So everything's on the card, right?
Yeah.
This is the guy I spoke with. This is what we talked about. And if I'm not here, can you guys refer to this information to help him out so that he can get what he needs? So it's not just by and it ends. I have an actual report that I have to do. And like I said, now we're actually recording. I'm recording just like you.
Yeah.
So all the stuff will be compiled. All the information will be sent forward. And in that way, if I'm not here, somebody else will be aware of it. So,
Cool.
like I said, hopefully this will bear fruit for you somewhere down the road.
That I'm persistent, just like you are. So
All right,
thank
guys.
you. Stay
Good,
safe.
thank you.